What's going on, guys? This is Remy with Level One, and I'm here to talk about a really cool product. When it comes to fun and innovative yet affordable tech, you could definitely look at TCL in this category, and this soundbar by them is no different. TCL's Q6510 class premium 5.1 soundbar with a few other things going on is definitely something cool in this category. It has a 5.1 channel Q Series soundbar, built-in center speaker for clear dialogue within it, and a bunch of other cool features which I'll get into, which is the 2 rear speakers and even a wireless subwoofer. But one of the big things to note with this, it does have a few ports to basically make things simplified, which is like one HDMI ARC port, and that's basically so that you can have your audio return channel. There is no audio in and stuff. It's just doing that and working with the TV. Now, you obviously have to make sure of a couple things, which is interesting as we get into projectors, TVs that start to utilize HDMI eARC. There might be some incompatibility issues. We haven't really run into too many, but we know that that can be a thing. It has a 430 watt total audio power output. So this thing is actually pretty powerful for what it is. The 2 rear speakers are true surround and they can be placed all over. They actually have a pretty long wires that would be put into the wireless subwoofer. So what's a great note is that there is a wireless subwoofer, which is 6.5 bass speaker with a bass boost on top of that. Other cool features that the TCL soundbar has is a cool auto room calibration feature. While that's nothing new, the AI Sonic for them actually knows how to read a room pretty well, so that it knows how to fill it up best with this type of soundbar, so that you're not left guessing. But obviously you could do tweaks from there to improve the sound for you. It has Dolby Audio and DTS Virtual X, so you can get a range of how your surround should be sounding like, or a dynamic sound all around. The different channels it supports is Bluetooth, HDMI, digital optical, and even an auxiliary input. So being able to do all that, it actually does give you a few different features to be able to listen to different types of audios. Just be cautious of how you listen to it to give you the best delay, not delay, music, etc. It also supports an app that works well with it. You'll be able to do other kinds of tweaks and calibration with it, which we found helpful. It has its own remote, so you're able to use that as well. And overall, it's one of those soundbars I didn't expect to have such a punch for its small size compared to other soundbars, but it actually does sound really well. I feel like if you could get some good calibration going on it, you tweak it, you can get it into some mid-range territory, not too high up in there. It actually is pretty budget friendly, which was probably the more surprising thing. Right now it's going around for like $200, and I think it's really normally around $250, which is kind of a steal in this category. Now, we've seen other soundbars, but they're closer to the $800, the $1,000 range to get you something that's like pseudo surround and Dolby Atmos. But this soundbar right here is one of their premium ones that actually does a lot for its size. The wireless speaker alone to us is kind of worth it. It has good mids on it. I wouldn't want to throw too much at it and too loud. We saw some distortions at really high levels, but that's kind of to be expected. I think that this really does a good job in a decent sized bedroom, depending on your living room orientation. So you definitely have some options when you're playing with this soundbar. It does come with an HDMI cable and even some free wall mount accessories so that you're able to do that as well. It's a pretty tiny soundbar, which fits under most TVs, which is great, and also can be pretty discreet if you just kind of hook it onto the wall under a TV and stuff that's already wall mounted. Overall, I was pleasantly surprised with the soundbar's quality. It has a nice silver finish, plenty of little options here and there. I wasn't getting too crazy. The only thing I do wish was that there were more HDMI ports. I wish there were HDMI ports that went in instead of just having an audio return channel, because that's obviously a channel that needs to be used for the TV. And if I just want to have things plugged into my soundbar for direct sound and then go to the TV, I don't necessarily have that option. But we understand for its price point that it does sacrifice on some of those features, and it honestly does become worth it at that point. If not, you are definitely hitting, above the $500, $600 range for other types of sound bars in that category. Definitely check out the TCL Q6510 soundbar. We definitely enjoyed using it, testing it out, running different movies on it, running our own content on it, and it's definitely something that I think is worth looking into, possibly picking up. At 430 watts of total power, you can definitely make a range of sound in which you probably didn't think you can get out of such a small soundbar, but trust me that you definitely have options to play with to get the sound that you like in the territory. Definitely like and subscribe. Let us know what else you want to see on the channel, and tune into the next video. This is Remy with Level 1. Catch y'all later.